In Chuck Russell's 1994 film, The Mask, we are initially presented with Stanley Ipkiss, a character who embodies the repressive nature of the societal superego. He is polite, subservient, and consistently trampled by the world around him, visually codified by his drab, oversized suits and timid body language. Russell establishes Ipkiss not merely as a loser, but as a pressure cooker of repressed resentment. Every interaction, from his mechanic to his landlady, reinforces a cage of social niceties that traps his true emotions. The discovery of the mask is not a hero's call to adventure, but an encounter with the unconscious mind. The object itself, ancient, wooden, and vaguely menacing, contrasts sharply with the synthetic, modern world of Edge City, representing a primal return to instinct. When Ipkiss dons the artifact, the film undergoes a radical stylistic shift. The thesis becomes clear. The mask does not conceal identity, it reveals the id. It strips away the veneer of the ego, allowing pure, unfiltered impulse to take the driver's seat. Russell utilizes the visual language of Tex Avery cartoons to represent the id's rejection of reality. The laws of physics, like the laws of society, no longer apply. The mask acts on immediate gratification, characterized by hyper-violence that is rendered harmless only through its absurdity. Consider the street encounter with the gang. Stanley's repressed aggression manifests as a literal arsenal of weaponry. The director allows the character to enact a revenge fantasy that the civilized Stanley could never admit to wanting. The Coco Bongo sequence serves as the epicenter of sexual liberation. Where Stanley can barely speak to Tina Carlisle, the mask engages in an aggressive, performative courtship display, externalizing Stanley's dormant libido into a kinetic dance number. Here, the film posits that charisma is often just uninhibited desire. The green face acts as a screen upon which the audience projects their own wish fulfillment, the freedom to act without consequence or conscience. However, the narrative complicates this freedom. The addiction to the id becomes dangerous. Stanley begins to lose his grip on his waking life, exhausted by the nocturnal activities of his alter ego. The separation between the man and the monster begins to blur. The film introduces a foil in Dorian Tyrell. When Tyrell wears the mask, the result is devoid of the cartoonish whimsy, because Tyrell has no repressed superego. He is already a sociopath. The mask merely amplifies his malice into monstrosity, proving that the id is shaped by the vessel that holds it. The Cuban Pete musical number illustrates the id's contagious nature. The mask forces the police, symbols of law and order, to participate in the chaotic performance. It is a mass hysteria, where authority is subverted by rhythm and absurdity. Russell drives the narrative toward a crisis. Stanley cannot survive as a binary entity. He must integrate the confidence of the mask without the object itself. The reliance on the external artifact is shown to be a crutch that prevents genuine psychological growth. In the climax, Stanley's act of heroism occurs largely without the mask. He confronts Tyrell using his wits and a newfound assertiveness. This signals the integration of the id's energy into the ego's structure. The visual grammar shifts from the chaotic angles of the cartoon world back to grounded reality, but with a warmer, more vibrant palette. Stanley wins Tina's affection not as the green-faced trickster, but as a man who has accepted his own desires. Discarding the mask into the river is the final act of maturation. It is the rejection of the split personality. Stanley no longer needs the artificial permission of the mask to be whole. Ultimately, the mask serves as a cautionary yet celebratory tale of the human psyche. It posits that while the id is a source of chaos, complete repression is a form of death. Life requires a touch of madness, provided one knows when to take the mask off.